All right. Hey, Kim, before we start, I want to give you another little peek into my life here. Last time we played, I tried some blueberry mead. This time, I bought a bunch of fantasy drinks, and this time, you know what I'm trying? I'm trying a beer called A Very Bad Elf. I think it's a Christmas beer. Um, in part because its description says, "Is it just my imagination?" queried old Santa, surveying the scene. Or is my elf getting worse and worse every year? Anyway, I'm gonna give this a sip and give you a free. That's part of the description. I'm gonna give this a sip. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm already recording.
Okay,
No, we'll do the clap thing. Don't worry, we'll do the clap thing.
we'll do the
This
clap
is
thing.
just for you guys, just to let you know.
No, but I want this as a cold open.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Okay.
drinking from a boot.
Yeah, before you take a sip, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me just really paint the scene here. I'm drinking this from a boot. I know what you're saying. Logan, did you say boot? Yes. I bought
Like
a
an
mug.
actual boot?
I thought you were saying about like
A boot?
Yeah, a boot. I'm drinking this a boot. Okay, I'm drinking it from a glass mug shaped like a cowboy boot that I bought for 99 cents at Goodwill. Here it goes, everybody. All right. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's real skunky. Oh, that's
that's-
real skunky.
Oh, that's good. That's our cold open.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it says that it's a special Christmas beer, and I don't want to give anything away, but this isn't Christmas time.
What?
And yeah, and like it's like if you took a Corona, like a Corona Light, and you tried to add spice,
No.
but you didn't know what the hell you were doing.
So, like the people at Corona.
Oh.
I just took a second sip. It does not get better with time. In conclusion, a very bad elf, while it may be an immortal being that watches the world and does not know an age limit and seems not to need to sleep, is very bad. Lives up to its name. Real advertising. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 for that.
Rent, don't buy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna rent this. This is spewing out of me later.
This is spewing
Well,
out of
hope you don't
I don't
get
want
charged
to
late
know
fees.
in which way it's spewing out of you.
You know what else is timeless? Fantasy. All right. So,
Last time, the RPGeniuses robbed the museum. Oh, wait, weren't they supposed to be solving a museum robbery or something? What are they even doing anymore?
Okay, so where did we leave off last time? We
Yeah, I
found
need,
out
I need a previous.
we found out that somebody was a liar, right?
Ooh, that's
Professor
right.
Digley, yeah.
I don't know anything. I was distracting someone and learning about my history, and I got an
that's right.
inspiration die.
Oh, so we took our time and we explored the
Hanile exhibit, yep. You defaced the mummy and stole a bunch of shit from this exhibit.
Oh, we messed up more than just his face.
Why?
That is a
As
good
someone who
question.
wasn't there, why?
All right, so now we found out he was a liar, and he went to his office, and now the whole of the museum is ours, right?
Not the whole of the museum.
No, you had a heated exchange with Professor Digley. You found out
I
that
had a heated exchange with Professor.
yeah,
Digley.
that charisma coming in handy.
Yeah, finally.
You found out that maybe his exhibits have not all gone through the proper channels. He has smuggled in a few things from Hanile for that exhibit, and he has graciously let you borrow these things that you have stolen. And
Yep.
yeah, that's what you learned from
It's
him.
called cover your ass. Just in case we get caught, we got permission.
Sounds good.
Hey, can we hold
Spad
on
is
a
gonna
second?
turn.
Can we hold
Oh.
on a second? Logan, you are really...
Yeah, it's real
Wait.
bad.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Louise.
to the
All
point
right,
where
let me-
Corey chatted about it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna do this in voice. All right, whatever. Here we go.
Like, make sure you're using the right microphone.
Oh, I'm using the right microphone.
Okay. All right.
Can you guys?
Maybe
Can you
turn
hear
down
me?
your headphone volume.
Here's what's happening. I want to say this right now. Speakers, USB headset, done. All right, guys. Team chat is no longer recording until I can figure it out. That's the end of me getting a backup. So if any of our audio fails to record, fails to export,
You were still doing the backup thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
see? Hey, look. You're not... Okay, yeah, see?
It's
You're
not
not echoing anymore. Yeah, so...
all right.
Yeah, it's off.
Just want to let you guys know, if there is ever any problem, this is done. Like, this is
Angry Dan
it.
is
Like,
my
if you
favorite
have a
acronym.
problem exporting, if you have a problem saving, if your computer crashes, if you don't upload it to another device, it's done. It's gone. It's gone forever. It's in the cloud. Goodbye. The cloud dissipated.
Logan.
Evaporated.
Logan,
Yeah?
real fast. I want to poke a hole in your rhetoric. In order for that to actually work, we would all have to do that just in case your recording didn't save or failed to export or something along those lines. So
I just had one backup. That's
Oh,
fine. No, let's go.
guys,
let's go
do you hear how
explore a
crisp
museum.
Logan sounds? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Guys, so
really
crisp.
lovely. Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Crisp as salt right now. Crisp
Yeah, I
as
bet.
salt.
So
Cookie
anyway,
crisp.
So you guys stole some shit.
yeah.
Okay. Spad is gonna turn to the group and
Whoa, hold on a second. I want
Hold
real
on,
fast. It's role playing. You can't be mad at us in the role play.
Okay. You know what? Y'all are damn animals. Spad turns to you and says, "Hey, friends! I love you very much. Why don't we go to the library and have a wonderful adventure?" And now
Is
it's
it the
back to
library
me
with
and
alcohol?
fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink some more of Very Bad Elf.
It's like,
You guys-
that is a
you
very
guys-
specific audience joke.
So, yeah, just to remind you guys, you have this, this fancy poofy hat, with a gem on it, that, Nestariel has felt some kind of magic in it. And you have this amulet that you think may be magical as well because it has a rune on it.
Is there an escape for this rune?
Got him.
Oh, I'm glad someone got that.
RuneScape. Get it, guys?
Oh,
RuneScape.
stop.
I got it. I was eating.
Okay. Imagine. Okay, guys. Imagine you just saw WoW drop, and you were like, "I want that, but with way more grinding."
And
Enter
way
RuneScape.
worse graphics.
Enter RuneScape. You want to be a dwarf? I think that's a thing you can do. Nobody knows. You're gonna spend most of your time chopping down trees, selling the wood in the market.
Yep.
Oh, runes.
Or in my case, killing chickens.
Guys, I was just looking over my character sheet. Damn, am I good? Can we fight something? I'm
Let's
like
go-
We
finally
are
ready.
fighting, Dan. We are fighting the forces of corruption
Okay,
in a
look.
museum.
We're going to the library where we have the most chances to fight. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not even gonna finish that because there's no chance we're gonna get into a fight in the library. Here's the thing, guys. We have 4 sections of this before we can go back to the offices and talk to Bigley again. Now, we can leave the museum, which sounds like a possibility, or we can really dig in and Scooby-Doo this mystery and, explore these 4 quadrants. What do you guys want to do? Because I'm digging the library.
I'm for the library, but you gotta kind of fill me in. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Out of character. In order to kind of preserve some of the magic, and because I had other things to do, when you guys were stealing shit, apparently, I was genuinely not listening. I had something to do in real life, and so I have
that
no
fits.
idea.
That makes
all
it work in
comes
the
out.
character.
So I'll be honest. I'm playing this. This is not role playing. This is Dan legitimately. What the fuck did you guys
Dan
do?
was
What's
also
with that
drunk, wasn't
poofy
he?
hat? What the shit, guys? That's Steve. That's Steve to your characters. I want you to know that.
Well, Steve, we may have defaced a mummy. We tried to persuade the hat off of him.
Well,
Steve-
no. We got into a huge argument, me and Zach, over persuasion rolls and stuff. And then he let me roll
Charisma,
it,
yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh, never mind. That's not how it works." I'm like, we had this whole conversation, and I thought you were gonna let me do it, and then no.
I let you talk to this hat because I figured surely she does not
Basically just
believe
being
you
an
can talk
asshole.
this hat
Just
off a
being-
person.
Okay, I was like, you know what? This is a fantasy world. Anything can happen. I thought you were gonna be different, and then you just pulled the rug out from under my feet, and it.
I
also
hit a
thought the
mummy with a
mummy was-
baseball bat. He
Yeah,
went
that's right, he
spliff.
did that.
Steve just kind of walks towards the library. He doesn't know what's going on, but he figures at least there he might get some answers that don't sound like his whole job is about to be lost.
Spad follows him, continuing to describe how he hit a mummy with a baseball bat and planned an Ocean's 11 style heist for something that was completely unnecessarily complicated.
All right, give me a second.
Oh no, there's
Oh
Echo.
no, Logan's back.
No, I stopped that.
Hello, Logan. Don't speak.
I know just what you're saying. And please
I think it's only when he's talking, ours kind of echoes with it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hear any echo when I'm talking. I don't think.
I
or
don't-
when you guys
That
talk.
that must mean that he's echoing somehow, which is a technical thing, and
Okay,
that
I did
whenever
something
he
different now.
speaks,
Is this
it's
better?
just at that threshold. Then we can hear the channel at which it is echoing. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
So, like, I'm sure his recording is echoey,
Yeah.
but until he
Okay, I
talks,
did something that did better. How's this? Can you guys still hear an echo?
Sounds
well,
good to
you've
me.
got to talk while we talk.
Yeah,
Remember,
Okay, I'm
that's
talking
the
while
whole
you guys are talking. Do you hear an echo
Hey,
anymore?
Hold on.
I'm still
hey,
talking.
Stop
I'm still
talking,
saying
Logan.
things.
Stop talking right now.
No, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't hear it.
All right, I'm doing I'm doing the Samsung Go mic and drinking some very bad elf. All right, we're walking toward the library.
Oh,
That's fine with
poor
me.
Logan. It's a rough technical day for you, isn't it?
You know what? I just want to go, guys. I just want to go to a library. I want to meet Geordie LaForge, and I want to go on the Reading Rainbow or open a book to a magical world because the book is A and the word is apple. I don't.
Steve is
friggin'
in the
care.
library. I don't know.
Books are the drinks to the alcohol that is the alcoholic that is the mind.
Look, guys. Out of character. I'm still mad because today has been a day. So here we go. Let's
Okay.
go to the library, everybody.
I'm sorry for
what
pissing
could
you off.
possibly go wrong in a library? I hope there aren't any haunted books that fly from shelf to shelf or a hidden
I
passageway
hope that there
Get
are
or
slime on it.
Dean
So
Kane's the
cool.
Hey,
librarian.
DM, ignore him.
So
Let's just have a magical reading day, guys. Let's just go in there and fucking Barnes and Noble this up.
okay, so this library section, it's pretty vast. It's about as big as the entire exhibit section. Just like
Is that like the section of the museum and not exhibit the
I knew it. I knew it.
Am
I
I right?
knew it. Corey laughed and I was like, that's an exhibit joke.
I'm sorry.
I don't. What?
Yo, dog, I heard you like historical artifacts, so I got historical artifacts, and you can historical artifacts while you historical artifact.
Hey,
Yo,
Zach,
I
do you know
heard you like metafiction, so I got you a book inside a book so you can book while you book.
Hey, Zach, do you know who Exhibit is?
What?
Okay, that answers our question.
Neither,
All right,
apparently.
we'll do that off camera because
Camera?
I don't want you to be embarrassed, Zach.
What?
I don't want you to realize that there's a person named after something that seems really obvious and then have it be on camera. I don't want that for you.
Camera?
There's a guy named Exhibit. Is it spelled like X-ibit or what?
It's like XZ.
to add to the hilarity, my new cat was very concerned that I was yelling. So this is good. This is a good day, guys.
Flow Rider all over again.
Man, we've gotten nowhere. We've taken. Steve's
Sorry,
taken a few
won't-
steps.
I won't interject anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you go to
Please
this
interject.
library section. It's very big. There's bookshelves all over. There are actually some like glass cases with very old, very rare books on display. For the most part, it's just more like a library than it is like a place to show off books. And you go down a couple of these halls, just books on each side, books on military tactics, ancient civilizations, the classics. Pretty much if you want to read about anything, you could probably find it here. Until you make your way to the center where there is a large table with multiple chairs just sitting around and a desk not too far away, and sitting behind that desk is it's a small gnomish woman who is
Oh boy,
Are we
Who-
just slowly introducing like
our chipettes.
basically? Well, wouldn't it just be regular chip for me? But anyway, we're meeting our alter
for you it
ego
would be
slash
the.
love
For you, it would
interest.
be like the. Yeah.
No, I already met
Logan-
mine. My goat is my love interest. Let's be honest. here.
Logan and or Spad interjected and said there weren't enough gnomes, so I decided to put in a gnome.
That happens to be.
All right, I'm all about this. Tell me about this
Oh.
gnomish
This
woman.
is ridiculous. This is a
Spare
dating
no
sim. This
detail.
turns into a dating sim.
Yeah, right now I'm not sure because she is much younger than Spad.
Spad
Oh,
is
okay.
is kinetically like 300 something. He forgot.
What is the age of legality?
For gnomes.
And gnomish?
For gnomes,
Very important.
She is young. You would guess just by looking at her that she's the same age as maybe Nestariel
Oh, so babes.
or
Which is that the age
Steve.
of consent in this land?
like 20, yeah, around 20-ish.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
good.
Like that's the age.
And
That's
of our-
very
years.
important.
Yeah, in gnome years, so.
Okay.
That's very important. And what's she? Okay, describe her some more. And what's she doing behind the desk?
She has red hair tied behind her back and glasses. She is right now just.
I want to stop you for a second. I want to stop you for just a second.
Yes?
You described her hair as quote tied behind her back.
It goes
Yes.
it's braided and it's long, so it's behind her back. Fuck you, Logan.
No, not braided behind her back.
No.
Not styled behind
No,
her
like,
back.
tied up. You know, like.
Yeah,
in
like a hostage to a chair, tied
No.
behind her
No.
back.
As
To be fair,
as a woman who has hair that reaches to the middle of my back, I say that I have my hair tied
good.
up, but I don't say behind my back because it makes it sound like the hair's coming
Makes
out.
it
Maybe I
sound
meant
like
to say
you're,
tied
like-
behind her back or something.
Tied behind. Anyway,
Dude,
it's
I don't know
tied
what.
up, and I'm guessing it's in a braid and it's down her back.
Yeah.
See,
There we
I like
go.
that. That's a good description.
There you go.
To be
she's
fair,
wa-
it's Zach trying to describe like a lady. Like
Right.
he's trying his best.
You're doing so
know,
well. I'm
like-
so proud of you.
I'm trying to add some more color into this, and this is really hard. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm dude, you've actually been doing a really good job. I like
I'm
straight
proud
up.
of you. I really am.
Oh,
proud
what a
of you.
brown noser! Listen to this guy.
Whoa. No.
Look,
no,
as
no.
your brother, I can say it. That was a bad choice.
A bookshelf falls and kills Spad instantly.
I'm going to roll to loot the body.
Oh, man, I
Okay,
can't
I'm
believe you
sorry,
beat me to that.
all-powerful God of our universe. Tell me more about this lady whose hair is forcibly contained behind her.
She's just sitting down at the desk, reading through what seems to be like a large pile of books that she has gotten for some reason. And she's just paging through it and taking notes every once in a while. She hasn't noticed you approach yet.
I'm going to say Spad is going to say in
Oh,
Gnomish.
one other thing. There is
boy,
also a small aquarium nearby, as there is in every library.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Anything
fair.
particular about the fish?
Nope, they're just regular fish.
Okay, good.
We'll
Spad
see.
is
Steal the
going to
fish?
say in if they're goldfish, we know Corvette is going to loot them.
Oh.
Spad is going to say in Gnomish, "Why, hello! Do you like books?"
She looks up, it's like, oh, and slams the book closed. Oh, sorry, hold on, I need to come up with a voice for her.
Yeah, that's a very Zach voice. Give me a gnomish woman. Give me childlike, full of awe, but with just a hinge of book learning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't notice you guys, hi, I work here.
You talk like me.
I do just a little bit.
Yes.
Be a gnomish thing.
But she's speaking in common now.
Oh, yes, it's good to speak in common for our friends, he says in Gnomish. I hate them, but I love them.
That's not something you should probably be saying about them. If they're
Especially
your
to someone you
friends.
first
Oh,
met.
there's nothing I've ever not heard in my home country.
Nothing like in my home country.
No,
Okay,
sir.
the hate
What is your
was
name, dear
coming
lady?
from Logan, not from Spad. Let me channel.
I'm Priscilla. I work here. I'm actually the intern here for Professor Digley.
Oh, this is quite
What do you
lovely.
think of Professor Digley?
He's a really swell guy. I'm very.
He's in his offices.
It's okay. You can be honest with us if you need to.
No, he's a good
This
guy.
is-
Like
this is a
it's a
safe
really
space.
good opportunity. I'm trying to become an archaeologist as well,
Oh, interesting.
and just being here and helping him do all the archaeology things here is really nice.
Show us on the Spad where exactly I'm just kidding.
No.
No,
That's
he
so
didn't do that. No.
I was
you
trying
say-
to help Spad out. If you
Oh
listen,
my god. This goes two
Jeez.
ways. That's bad and then
Spad
worse.
Spad is going
It's
Spad
Spad
is
and then
going to
worse.
say in Gnomish, Spad is going to say specifically in Gnomish, he's going to say, books are a wonderful adventure, and then in common say, tell me a little bit more about this library.
Oh, okay.
Unnecessary language switch.
Yeah, no, the thing is, Spad really loves books. I'm making that character choice right now.
Fair enough.
Well, this is just our library here. It's full of all kinds of any book that you need for historical research or just for your own reading. It's a nice library, I gotta say. A lot better than the college that I go to.
It looks very well maintained.
Thanks. That's what I spend most of my day doing, actually. Just going through all these books and making sure they're in the right place and dusting and getting coffee and...
Are these books maintained under the Dewey Hexagonal system or not?
No, we've moved on. We
like
just...
Hexagon.
That's not a real thing here.
Spad says in Gnomish, take a look, it's in a book. And then he says in common, boy, don't you hate it when somebody takes a book off a shelf, carries it with them, looks at it for a little while, and puts it in the wrong space? Like, seriously, guys, at least bring it to customer service. Really, guys, that's what customer service is for. We would put it away from you.
That's a really good joke.
I don't want... okay.
Fucking putting a Bonhoeffer book in with cookbooks? I know he's a theologian. I don't care. Maybe you put it on a biography. That I might understand. Maybe you forgot. I don't care. He says in Gnomish, reading is its own reward.
Corvette senses the pain of a previous life for Spad. Zach, is there any of our items that we have pertaining to this particular mystery?
anything that we probably would be able to find information
I have
for in this
stuff.
library.
DM, can you tell us how to solve this
I
mystery?
more because I just forgot what the items
Hang
of
on,
significance that we
please
have
hold.
are.
Let me bring it up because I have it saved.
Okay, so we have a pimp hat, we have a bling bling, and we also have maybe a myth we can ask her about.
Yeah, I was gonna ask her about the myth actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
Hey, this nice librarian
Hey, a
lady.
myth.
No, no.
Yeah,
Not
Priscilla.
Miss
With
Miss
the chicken.
Missella?
Just call me Priscilla, yeah.
Priscilla? Okay. Drusilla, I need you to help me out. I'm thinking of a Hanail myth, specifically one about like a large snake and like someone in a helmet and shield wrestling the snake's tail, and then there's someone pole dancing behind me. I mean the person with the shield. Do you know what myth I'm talking about?
Are you talking about those tablets that we have at the exhibit?
Yeah. Do you know more about that?
Oh, actually, that's kind of what I've been looking into. See, I'm an archaeology student, like I said earlier.
How very convenient.
And I've never ever seen anything like that before. Like there
Okay.
are no stories pertaining to that whatsoever. I've been looking
Weird.
it up.
Weird,
Spat is
huh?
going to say in Gnomish, and learning is half the battle. And then he's going to say in Common, really nothing?
No, in fact, I've been doing a lot of research on some of the artifacts that Professor Digley has been bringing in recently, and his theories, while revolutionary, just don't seem to make too much sense. I mean, he's a good boss and everything, but it's just kind of odd that he came to the conclusion that this was the Lost Prince.
Have you ever has he ever said anything that was alt truthful or not to you?
Well, I mean, he said that, like, the whole feather motif represented, royalty, but royalty is more depicted by, like, cats and stuff in ancient Hanail. I've never seen royalty depicted by feathers.
Oh.
Spad is going to say in Gnomish, book it, Pizza Hut. And then is going to say in Common, feathers? What? Tell me more about these feathers. What is he gathering that makes feathers sound
got
like
the feather.
royalty? Like,
The feather on the cap of the so-called prince, the feather engravings all on the sarcophagus. It's just very out of the normal thing for most royalty back then. And furthermore, Hanail royalty back then didn't really consist of princes. They weren't really notable enough to get their own tombs and such.
Do feathers have significance in any other culture, perhaps, that you know of?
Not to my knowledge, no. I mostly deal in Hanail. There are some sacred birds and with the beastmen and everything, but that seems a bit of a stretch, if you ask me.
guys, I'm
anything
not
else
sure
about-
if I'm ready for the birds and the beastmen talk.
Patricia?
I'm raising my hand because I
Priscilla.
needed to
That's what I
ask a
said.
question out of character.
Oh. Yeah?
When we went to the store and we bought everything, there was something about a feather. Who bought that?
Hey, don't worry about that. Hey, Zach, can I hey DM you real fast?
Oh no, here we go.
Okay,
Oh,
Zach,
boy.
can I hey DM to you real fast?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Because we never resolved that.
Oh, here we go. Okie doke, so
Bye, guys.
Bye, Dan. I miss you.
Eventually.
Bye.
Oh.
Can you head over there, or...?
No, you have to drag me, remember? You took privilege away. There you go. Hey,
Okay.
I purchased that. Real fast. Remind me again. We never resolved that. Can I roll anything on investigation or anything past tense, like retconning, so that I can maybe figure out what the hell this mysterious feather is?
Sure. I
Oh.
can give you a basic description, and then you can do an investigation check if you want.
Okay, hold on. Let me get ready. Okay, describe it to my face.
Okay, the large feather, I'm not kidding when I say it's really large. It's like 3.5 feet. Like, it is a really big-ass feather.
Good.
It's a bright red color, shimmering, and whatever it belongs to must be very, very large. Do you want to roll an investigation check?
I most certainly do, my friend.
Okay.
That's a 19
Maybe
plus.
add your nature check as well with it.
Okay. Do you want me to do just? Oh well. Are you sure you don't want me to roll? Oh, they're both 0. It's just a 19.
Okay, it's a 19.
Yeah.
Well, you can determine that there are no magical qualities about it based on the size of the feather. You think
know
it
what?
You don't know of any magical qualities with it. You don't know exactly what type of bird it came from, though judging by the feather, it came from a wing, and therefore it must have a wingspan of greater than 10 feet.
Okay.
So a really, really big bird.
Okay. Remind me one more time for Dan's sake, not for Steve's. Who had the feather in the mural?
The guy with the stick with holes in it and the poofy hat. The one that all of the or that Professor Digley thought was the prince. Yeah, let's head back.
Okay.
So I
yeah.
think that's about all you can ascertain from that.
Okay, that's fine. I wanted to ascertain something.
Okay, you can
Cool.
tell them or you can keep it to
Yep.
yourself, whichever one.
I know that's why I DM'd you.
Meanwhile,
Oh boy,
Okay.
technical talk.
So,
Hey guys,
while-
what's your least favorite thing
No,
about
wait, I
Dan?
actually have a question while they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was
Okay.
everything that we picked up from last time? Because apparently I didn't write it down. So I know I have the
I
hat,
didn't
and then
either.
it was the
Yeah.
beetle.
We have an amulet as well. We have some sort of
It was
magic
the beetle
amulet. Let me
amulet, right?
find. Yeah.
Yeah.
A jeweled beetle necklace
Oh.
with runes on it,
The
and it
beetle-
has a. Oh, this says crockhead, but I don't know what that means.
And then it was.
wasn't it like a little wooden figure with the?
Oh, with the
crocodile or-
crocodile head. That's right. That's right.
I
That's
think
what
I don't
crockhead
remember
means.
for sure. That's what's popped into my head.
Wait, it was
Yeah.
the crocodile head with what?
Yeah. So there's a figure with a crocodile head, and then a jeweled beetle necklace with
And then
runes
wasn't there the
on it.
hat
That's what we
with
picked up.
the purple jewel on it? That's the
Yeah,
whole reason I
yeah,
tried to
that's
try
what
to
the hat
persuade-
was, and it's the same purple jewel that we found
Yeah,
on the
but that's not the
dagger.
crocodile one, right? That's a different thing.
No, that's something else. The crocodile head was a figurine. I think Corvette has that figurine.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, I
also,
have the-
my least favorite thing about Dan is the way that he's always right.
He's gonna hear this later.
I know, this is what's great. Come on, air your grievances. This is Festivus. Come on, Corey, what's your least favorite thing about
Hey,
Dan?
Yeah. Hey Dan.
Fuck you!
You swear a lot.
Yeah!
My
You swear a
favorite
heckin'
thing-
ton.
My favorite thing about Dan is when he's angry, because it's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, that's
I said-
that's his like character trait. Of our
He gets a
dynamic.
bonus
In
when
real
he's
life
angry. He
character
gets to
trait.
roll for hilarity.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Dan is the way that he cooks steak. Like every time we talk,
those
he's
steaks are
making
really good.
steak differently, and I'm like kind of jealous about it.
He's probably the Ignis of our group.
Yeah, and the fact that he's our editor and can put all of this in is just incredible.
Yes, and he's quite cerebral, in fact. I like
I
it when
really-
he comes up with a new recipe.
I really love the way that he is, in fact, so inventive with the steak.
sauce.
That steak is so good. I ate it all. I'm Gordon Ramsay.
I'm Gordon Ramsay. Lamb
I'm
sauce
Gordon
is
Ramsay.
okay.
Dan, your steaks are good.
What is this, a WWE match? This chicken is freaking raw!
Oh boy, they're probably talking about some sort of feather, right?
Hey, you guys done making out yet?
Yeah, we kissed on the lips real hard.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
man.
him real
Just
good.
through the phone.
That's
Oh,
sand.
damn.
Talk
Was-
to Penny for some reason.
What they allow us
Yeah.
to do.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, when you rolled, how much tongue was there?
Oh, gross. I don't want to even remotely know.
At least
I don't wanna think about my
100
brother's tongue.
feet.
At least
Oh my God, you're like a
19
We're talking
Yoshi.
like 3
19
tongue,
inches.
5 tongue.
No, 19 inches because we're dragons. We got that.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
anyway,
That's a Yoshi thing.
Cool.
So, Dan, do you want to share anything that you learned from that, or no?
If I remember correctly, last thing before we hate to EM'd was Nestariel said, didn't someone buy that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Steve goes, I don't think so. I don't think anyone bought it. Should still be back at the pawn shop. I don't know.
Frick.
That sounds right to me. I didn't write down what other people wrote.
Yep, I know.
Well,
But
we'll see if we come across something with a slot that a feather can fit inside of. We can send someone back to get the feather.
Yeah, we
if
could
any
do
of
that.
us need to become Tanuki versions of our character, we'll see if we have a feather.
Yeah. Should we ask her about any of our other items? Hypothetically, we don't have to show it to her.
Yeah, you
I would
can.
like to ask about the hat and the beetle
The hat?
amulet.
If she knows anything about beetles in...
The runes. I don't know if she would know
Yeah.
anything about the runes.
Specifically, if she knows anything about the beetles on the necklace in the runes, not just beetles in general, but
Well, no, we can ask her that too.
yeah. Who's your favorite beetle? Spad goes ahead and asks, "Are you more of a Ringo or are you more of a Paul McCartney?"
Or do you prefer scarab?
So, okay, we need to... I'm not going to acknowledge that because I want to...
Yeah.
There was maybe too much in there, but...
Fair enough. Priscilla, do you know anything about significance of beetles in Hanile culture?
Oh, yeah, they're, according to their religion, a beetle is what pushes the sun across the sky. It's not too uncommon in a lot of religions.
Pushes the sun like it is a ball of dung?
Yes.
Oh. This is a
So,
very interesting way of seeing
Yeah.
solar circumnavigation.
It's
That
weird
comes
that
up
the
a lot,
world is
yeah.
is a tent, and that a beetle pushes the sun across the sky, and that the firmaments open when, like unto a tent, a rip is opened.
no, they thought that the world was like this weird donut thing. Like just a donut shape. It was... Things are really weird back then.
I'm writing in my notes about Hanile that the world equals donut.
Did any people in Hanile culture try to suggest ways to prevent this world from ending that were the voices of which fell on deaf ears or not?
No.
Ooh, good question. Oh.
They don't have any apocalyptic myths or anything like that. But yeah, I mean they have a god of death, which might be the closest thing. Just some kind of weird jackal man.
Jackal men. Speaking of jackal men, do you know anything of crocodile men's in Hanile culture?
Oh yeah. There's a story of long ago of a crocodile-headed beast named Haruntep.
Could you spell that for anybody who's taking notes?
Harentep.
And what does Harantep do?
Haruntep? He is just like a classic villain. He shows up in a lot of myths, kind of like a boogeyman.
Like a heel.
Does he have a twirly mustache?
No, he doesn't. In fact, some people seem to think that it's based off of the lizard folk that lived around there at the time. They kind of got a bad rap at the time, yeah.
Lizard
I don't know
folk?
anything about
lizard
racism.
folk.
No, hold on a second, Spad. What was that? Lizard folk? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
They sound like bad guys.
No, they're
All right.
That's
They're-
racist,
Again,
Spad.
that is Spad and not Logan.
very
I know that.
misunderstood. Is
I know
the
that scale lives matter, that cold-blooded lives matter, but also, yeah, boy, I sure hate lizards.
No, just for clarification, lizard folk is like a
a beastman type race, except only they're all reptilian.
So they're different.
Oh, they're
wholly
Argonians.
different from
Dragonborn.
Dragon Men.
Yeah, dragon men are like descendant from dragons. They can breathe fire. They don't have tails.
Gotcha.
Lizard folk are more like beast men. Their thinking is a bit more different. It's not based on emotion at all, which kind of
Cool.
gives
So
them
it's
a
like
bad,
it.
it gives them
Gotcha.
more of
So
a,
it's like
a
the
bad
different-
rap. Yeah, they have tails and sharp teeth, thick armor.
Steve
scales.
Steve knew this because he had just gotten that history lesson from Mr. Digsley. I just wanted to let you know.
Gotcha. So it's like the difference between Hexicans and Puerto Ricans.
Oh my god.
Correct.
If that helps you, yeah, sure.
My people are not
Ricans?
quite very fond of Puerto Ricans.
That's too bad. Are there any
I
other
think they're okay,
questions?
but just. Yeah. Do you know anything about that mummy that is in the Hanail exhibit of the
What
signature of
mummy?
that man?
Don't worry about
the-
any
The
mummies.
mummy with the poofy hat with the jewel.
Yes.
Yes,
do you know
he
anything
still
about his
has it.
backstory?
It is still alive, and there is still a poofy hat.
Well, I mean, based with what he was buried with, he's older than almost anything else in this museum. But other than that, he's a real mystery of why he was in Hanail at the time.
Really? So there's no information about his previous life?
No, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I've been trying to research and maybe present to Professor Digley. Yes, I think Digley was maybe onto something, but he's come to the wrong conclusions.
Hey, I was actually about to ask you, you kept telling us about what Digley thinks. We know what Digley thinks. What do you think about the tablets and all of this?
Well, I mean, I don't want to badmouth my boss or anything, but he was a really
Do
good...
it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
You have my word. We will keep this between us.
He was the best archaeologist in his time, but in recent years, he was my hero. I looked up to him, but working for him now, he just seems a bit self-absorbed, like he's just working to find the next big thing, and I don't know. It's just that I think maybe he should retire, or maybe he needs to,
Die.
no, not that.
I hear a contract being signed somewhere
No,
in the distance.
no, please, no, don't kill my boss. Don't kill my boss.
We said
while-
anything about killing your boss. We would never dream of killing your boss.
Spad winks at her.
What
Well,
I'm
that's-
saying is, I have great respect for Professor Digley, but it seems he's a bit too obsessed with becoming relevant in the archaeology circles again.
That's
He
fine,
lost
but
his heart along the way.
yeah. Could you tell me? You still haven't answered my question. What do you think about these tablets and the mummy?
Well, for whatever reason that the mummy and these tablets were put there, it's unlike anything I have ever seen in archaeology before. It doesn't seem to be a tomb to preserve this mummy. It seems to be a tomb for the sake of sealing this mummy.
What do you mean?
Like, it doesn't, like, most of these tombs and everything are filled with riches beyond anything you can imagine. This tomb was very sparsely filled, just kind of a bare essential, and with all these depictions and stuff, it seems more like a warning to me. It doesn't seem like a celebration of this person. It seems more like a warning of this person, or some kind of cautionary tale.
Team
Spad
huddle
is-
real fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Spad before the team huddled turns to the woman to Priscilla and says, "Reading expands your horizons and lets you into the headspace of somebody new." And then turns to the team and says, "What the fuck is going on?"
All right. Good point, Spad. First of all, two point team meeting. First point. Sorry, I kind of took charge. It's the first time I'm like really. I feel like I actually know kind of what's going on.
You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank
I
you.
trust you.
Hey, if anyone else feels like they have an idea, please feel free to take the reins for me. Point number 2, though, before you do that. Point number 2. So, like, we were totally right with the feeling of, like, that shit's not about the past. That shit's not... That's a warning. That's a future thing. Is that us, guys? Oh, are we fucked?
Yes,
I think it's us.
Our group came to that understanding, I think, while you were distracting away,
All
Professor.
right. Well, that's
I
nice.
still have
Glad to
written
know I
down-
was part of the group and then leaves.
Oh, no, it's okay. No, hey, you were doing your job. You were just doing your job, your contribution away from us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, Priscilla is gonna kind of like tap you guys on the back. Actually, I was wondering. I've kind of introduced myself. Are you guys here to investigate that whole robbery thing last night?
Oh yes, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yes.
I
Yes, the
100%
four of us
forgot.
just so happened to be here to conduct an investigation. As you see, we are part of the Special Task Investigation Force
Yeah.
for the city. And
Yeah.
He's a chef.
We've been recruited here because we suspect that the professor is not all that he seems, and that he has been dealing with some under-the-table dealings, if you catch my drift.
Real fast, out of character, Cory. Every time your character speaks, is it going to be a lie? Is that what's going to happen? Just every
Not a
time.
lie.
It's
Also-
close to the
God.
truth, but it's not quite the truth.
Also,
Okay, so when I speak
want
to
to-
you guys, when I speak directly to you guys, I am not lying. When I
Okay.
am
This is
speaking
really
to-
important to clarify.
When I am speaking to any other character, it may or may not be, building up to a con.
Good.
So I'm
It's
just gonna remind
alternative
you that
facts.
at this moment, Cory, your Corvette is wearing a chef's hat.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
so when he says task force, she
pretty
understands
pretty sure I
specific
took that off.
dinner.
My intention was I only wore that during our meeting about this.
But you didn't say it.
Okay.
Okay,
So when-
fine, I'm wearing the chef's hat.
So when she hears this, she sees a chef turn to her and being like, "The state dinner is really important to us. What do you want on the menu?"
Okay, well, Priscilla seems a little bit taken aback by this. She's like, "Oh, is it? You really think Professor Digley is into something that bad?"
We don't have any concrete evidence at this point. We're looking for trying to find something incriminating so we can book this fellow.
Based entirely on conjecture, though, he's a fat liar.
Nestariel just
I don't
raises her
sup-
hand, can't confirm.
Tell me, is there anything you know about anything at all?
Well, I was here last night. Normally I
Wait a minute, Zach.
what?
Did you just give us her snippet of the timeline, despite us entirely forgetting that this was a robbery?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, good. Continue.
Well, I was here last night and I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, other than that the doors weren't locked when they normally were last night.
Yep.
Who usually locks the doors?
Normally it's either Mr. Lambchop or Professor Digley, but I haven't seen Lambchop since, I don't know, around 9 maybe yesterday.
What do you think of Lamb Chop?
Oh, he's a really nice guy. He's a real good businessman. He's a really nice person.
What does he
he's the-
normally do in the museum?
Oh, he's pretty much the only reason the museum's still afloat. We haven't had a lot
Go
of
on.
traffic recently. He's the one in charge of just like running the business side of things. Professor Digley usually gets the exhibits and donors and everything, but it's really Lamb Chop who runs this whole thing.
Gotcha. I don't suppose you know of any sections of this library that have information regarding Hanail and this mummy or anything, particularly if there are any books that might lead to a secret passageway, if you pull the book out.
Also, where's the erotica?
We don't have that, sir.
Yeah, let's
you were
talk
doing
about
so well. No,
let's talk
you were
about
doing
secret
so good.
passageways as well. He says.
No, we don't have
He
any
says
secret
in Gnomish, he says, I read everything.
Oh no.
Resolve it.
We can take your mind off of those other secret passageways for now. But first, Miss, can you tell us about any?
Oh.
This is terrible.
I'm giving you a slow clap for this.
Sorry.
Corey,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Oh, thank you. But please, Priscilla, do you know any possibilities of such a secret passageway?
No. This is just a normal library. I mean, we only have those 2 exits, and they have to be locked by.
Are you sure? Have you ever tried pulling out? Have you noticed any books with any very poignant, fleshy symbols on them, or not?
Well, we do have the Glamonomicon, but that's about it.
They have the what?
The Glamonomicon.
Oh, what is that?
It's just like a really flashy book. It's just one of those books that you put up to make it look like you have books.
It's made from the skin of Instagram stars.
Aw.
Can you take me to that book really quick and let me try to pull it out of it?
It's behind that case over there. She just points.
Spad knocks a
I'll be right
line
back,
of
guys.
books off the
I'll
shelf.
be right back, guys. I run over there and I try to pull the book out and see if it does anything.
It does nothing.
Splitting the party.
Okay, well that was pointless. Alright, well then never mind.
You mean like this episode?
Yes.
It was fun, but like.
Well,
never
I've run out of things to try to ask her.
Where's Farquaad when we need him? Come on.
Tell me, is there anything else we should talk to you about, or can we go to the theater?
Zach, out of character. Have we disappointed you?
Well,
Is-
you kind of meandered down this road, but
Have we disappointed you?
no. So far, so
Okay.
good.
Zach,
Good.
tell me as a brother, have I disappointed you?
Probably.
Never, Logan.
Always.
Aww.
Thanks,
Aww.
Zach. As a brother, I love you. As Spad, fuck the DM. I'm pushing over some library shelves.
Please don't do that, sir.
Steve.
Was that
Steve acts
was
as
that Zach?
Oh.
Or was that
No, that was me. That was Priscilla.
Is this good cop, bad cop? Is this how we get information out of her?
No, Steve is the other weight. He keeps it standing because let's be real. We can do a strength check, but we know how that's going to go.
Yeah, that's fair. Spad keeps pushing on the shelf, and Steve keeps pushing it up. Spad then starts taking books off and just starts reading, and I'm gonna check out for a little while.
I can tell you everything that's happened since the robbery, if that would help.
Sure.
Yeah, please do.
Well, like I said yesterday, I was a little bit absorbed in my research, and I didn't notice the time, and so I thought maybe I was locked in the library. That happens a few times. I just make a little book, a little bed out of all these books, and just kind of hang out some nights.
Sometimes I cuddle up next to Pride and Prejudice and kiss myself to sleep.
I'm a very lonely person.
Oh, have you met? Well, you know, I think Sved here is also sometimes quite lonely.
I'm not
Even when
that
you-
lonely. No, I'm not that lonely.
Spad says in Gnomish, I'm not interested in girls. And then he says in common, tell me more about last night.
Oh. Okay. Spat is making some character choices without our knowledge, technically.
Technically.
That's fine with me.
Um,
I'm not
so-
taking that back. That's gonna be canon, I guess.
I guess.
Well, so much for if we ever need to try to seduce her for anything.
Yeah.
I think that ship has sailed.
So what's happened since then?
So normally I leave around 8:30 or 9, but they usually lock the doors by then. But I was able to get out okay around 10:30. They were still unlocked then for some reason. I didn't think much of it. Sometimes Professor Digley or Mr. Lambchop will take a late night. Although I didn't see them in their offices back then. She points up towards the hub. It's like you can see pretty well from here where they work and everything. So yeah, after that I just went home and then came back this morning and Professor Digley was in he was really mad or something, and I thought maybe I did something wrong, but then I learned some things had been stolen. By the way, maybe tell me something. What exactly was stolen? Professor Digsley was a little. He wasn't really specific on anything.
Can you hold on a second?
Golden
Okay,
Lioness.
something.
That's what was stolen, guys. Don't worry. I wrote it down.
Well, hold on. Don't say that in your character voice, because I want to
No,
do something.
that's
I
me.
want.
This is
Oh
Logan.
yeah. No, yeah. We're taking notes, Logan.
I'm trying to take notes.
I'm trying.
Dan, this is Logan. Fuck you. This is Spad. Yes?
No, Priscilla. Do you promise to keep it between us for the sake of the investigation?
Okay, yeah, I'm willing to help in any way.
I want to roll an insight check and make sure she's on the up and up.
Okay,
Ooh, nice.
go ahead.
Okay. 17 plus 3, unnatural 20.
Yeah, you gather from just kind of her nervousness and earnestness around you that she is telling the truth, that she doesn't really have anything to hide. She's just kind of awkward like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I suspect.
Priscilla, it was the Golden Lioness. Do you know of any reason why someone would want to take that?
Well, that was in the tomb that Professor Digley found with the mummy.
Okay.
It's probably worth a good amount. Like, most of these artifacts in that exhibit are 10,000 gold, maybe, to the right person. But
do you,
I mean,
do you know of any of these artifacts having any supernatural powers or not?
no, they're supposed to be vetted. Like, all the magic is supposed to be taken out of them before they go on display.
Gotcha.
So none of these have any magical powers.
All right. Good to know.
Spad says, definitely, and then winks.
Did they have any powers then before they had them removed?
Yeah, but like I said, they have to go through screening and in transit and everything.
Do they, huh?
What were
It's
the
a-
powers?
Yeah, it's
Just for the
actually a
curiosity.
very lengthy process. But
Could they turn people into dogs? Could they?
Could they
Make
turn
lasers.
dogs into people? Could they turn
Could they make
dogs
lasers
into
come out of
dogs?
the, user's eyes, or
usually they're
anything like
nothing too bad. There's maybe like a poisonous artifact, something with like a poison enchantment or fire enchantment, but that's usually like the worst that we get. Most of them are usually benign, or they're old enough that most of the magic has already left them. But it's really more of a precaution
right?
than anything. But yeah, I don't know why they would steal that in particular. I mean, it's golden and it has like a gem in its mouth, but there are a lot more expensive things around here to steal that are a lot easier to transport in and out.
Spad asks, what colors was the gem in its mouth?
It's like this weird purpley color.
Oh, damn, guys.
Yep.
Outside of character, purple is the same color as the dagger, is the same color as the pimp hat.
Yeah.
Pimp hat.
I have another note, but I don't know if Steve would have figured this out. Steve's intelligence is real low.
Okay. Okay.
Share with a
How does
class?
that work, DM? Tell me, like, if I have an intelligence of 10, but, like, Dan has figured something kind of out, maybe?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we could do an insight check or something.
And it's not necessarily true, because I don't know that, but, like, I have a theory, but I just don't know if he would have connected the dots.
We could just do an insight check just as a maybe he gets a burst of inspiration in this one moment. But yeah, if you
Okay.
want to play in character, I'm totally for that. If you want to, because I feel like these characters are enough an extension of your own self that you could do whatever you want. It's really your call.
Or if worse comes to worse, he can just hand that like an item over, and we can try to take a crack at it or something.
It's not an item. It's just...
Oh.
I have a thought as Dan
okay.
and would like to share it as Steve, but I don't know if Steve would have made the connection. I'm going to roll intelligence because that's a 0 modifier, and I think that might even the playing field.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Okay, it's a 14.
14.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so I know how I'm going to
Yeah,
do this.
That's
I know
in
how.
the realm of possibility that
Yeah.
you might come up with it. Yeah.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, "Hey, what hold on. I have the name written down. I'm so bad at names. Priscilla. Did
Yeah?
you say that the vetting process that's lengthy is the thing that takes the magic out of items before they're displayed?
Yeah, that's right.
What wasn't Digley saying something about the vetting process?
Professor Digley?
Don't worry about it, Priscilla. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Yeah. No, that was great. That was really good. Oh my goodness, Priscilla. Steve hugs her.
Okay.
He's real confident. He doesn't know, but he's real confident.
She's a little bit uncomfortable about being hugged by a big old dragon man, but she's still kind of she's thankful for the compliment.
Spad gives him a thumbs up.
She's less okay about that.
Spad gives him a thumbs down.
Steve just puts her down. At this point, it's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Steve's thought is that maybe the lioness wasn't stolen. Steve pulls you guys aside. He finds a dark corner and he goes,
A dark corner of the library.
yeah, basically where no one is. Like he goes to the erotica section with you guys. He knows, and he goes, guys, I don't know. Like, does that make sense? Is that in the realms of possibility? Do you think, or was it stolen for its powers? I don't. What do you guys think?
We don't know enough about its powers, do we? Except
I
that it
discount
has
nothing
a purple
until I
gem.
uncover the truth.
Okay, so
I couldn't tell
You're
anything about the powers aside from just knowing that there's something.
Should we show her the hat? Do you think the same purple gem of the hat has anything to do with
I don't think
this?
we should arouse suspicion that we stole the hat.
Yeah,
We
she's
got
seen the hat, I'm
permission
sure.
to take the hat.
Oh, well,
That's
in
the
that
whole
case.
reason that I did all of the persuasion and everything.
I
We got
say
permission to
we
take
let
it.
our high charisma character try to talk to her about the hat.
but she doesn't know anything. I don't know. I'll let you guys choose.
I think maybe
I
if she knows
mean-
something about the purple gem, maybe she knows something
If she
about
said
the
she
hat.
doesn't know
but if
anything,
it's-
my high charisma isn't going to change it.
That's true. That's true.
Do you guys want
Guys,
to
is
move on?
this erotica all around us? Like, is this
Okay.
everything I ever ever?
Guys, Maybe keep in mind that you're in a library full of all kinds of knowledge.
Wow, it's
I don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to lead us somewhere.
Oh, I get what we need to do. I'm ready to burn some books.
All right, luck. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Priscilla. Yeah, and I'm gonna ask her where the books on specifically that lioness would be. Because
You wanna-
Steve's now on a one-track mind. That's how I'm resolving that. Like, Steve is like convinced, and he needs to prove it.
So you're gonna go to Priscilla and
Ask about books concerning the lioness,
The golden lioness.
the golden lioness that was stolen, that I shared with her.
Well, there isn't any book specifically on it.
I'm sorry. What was that?
There wasn't there. I don't know anything specifically about it. I mean, it's only been recently discovered and everything. It's a completely new artifact, but lionesses are a bit odd. I mean, the Hanail is known for worshiping cats and such, but lions are a bit out there.
While this is happening, Spad wants to ask about. Oh God, I gotta do the voice. Where are there any biographies or anything about Brusson Digley? I want to read those.
Yes, we actually have a whole lot of his own autobiographies of his adventure over in the this section of the library. It's kind of like a gift shop as well.
What a dick.
I'll read them all.
That'll be 50 gold pieces, sir. If you want.
How much check for that? Do I have to do anything, or can I just waddle towards the books?
Can we distract her and
Read
so
the books.
he can read them for free?
It is at this point that unfortunately my Spad's audio went bad. Ironically, horribly bad. And so at this point I recommended that I speed read all of Digley's books in the gift shop before we continue on. In order to reach this goal, I asked Nestariel to distract Priscilla by any means necessary.
Yeah, Nestariel, you try to get her to help you find some books on elf history.
Okay.
While Spad tries to read all the information in the books.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you could just pick it up and read it then.
Can
I
I
mean,
roll-
she's not gonna stop you.
Can I roll performance to entertain her so
Okay.
she's distracted? Can I roll performance?
You can do a performance check.
Wait, I seriously, I can roll.
Nestariel,
I can
yeah,
do
a
performance?
perception check if you want.
Perception or performance?
Performance, sorry.
Modifier is 5 plus 1 for flashy cloak is 6. And rolling d20, 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, I mean, how do you want to distract her then?
Oh god, I didn't think this far ahead.
Are you going to start knocking books off the
Just
shelves?
ask her to show you some of the books that you
I
would
rolled
be interested
performance.
That's true. That's true. How do you want to perform this?
Can I show her how I brew stuff? Like, make it a show? Like, be like, you know how, like, when you go to get hibachi and it's like a show, except for it's just how you brew?
Sure. So you go up to her and you just say...
So basically, the star is gonna be like, hey, so, since you're a girl and I'm a girl and I don't hang out with girls, can we be friends? And I just really want to show you this cool trick that I just learned, and just shuffle her to the side and be like, so alcohol.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is...
And then turn and
is
look, and look at Spad and just wink with, like,
Okay.
turn her head.
Do I have to do? I want to do my first roll to see if I can speed read a book.
Alright, yeah, just add wisdom.
All right,
to that,
I did
guess.
17 plus 6. That's 23.
Holy cow.
23? Okay, yeah, you just kind of zoom through this book, and you're just skipping entire pages. You're just trying to get a big picture, and it is just a big, boisterous, full of just of his daring exploits, a couple of his adventures in Hanail, some in the Primal Lands, some of his discoveries, and it ends basically with him boasting about how great he is and how he hopes to have many discoveries in the future. This isn't the final chapter, basically.
Okay, I throw that book down and I pick up the next and wink at Nestariel to continue.
So when you pour it like this,
Oh, okay. Is that something What's that do then?
You cut out. I'm sorry. What did you say?
What? This is Priscilla.
Yes.
What? Okay, you pour it like what are you doing exactly?
You know what's funny is that's both Priscilla and Zach in real life asking about alcohol. That's
It's
really
true.
funny.
It's true.
It's called distillation.
When you pour it like this, it's called distillation. All right, while she's doing that, I just pick up whatever book is next, and I'm going to try to speed read it.
More on Hanail. It's a bit more disjointed.
Do you want to know what I roll? Or do I
I was
just get
figuring we were doing
Here's the
same
thing.
thing.
Yeah, you got roll for 50 books.
Oh,
Just
that's
do
true.
one roll for all of them.
Yeah, just one roll for all of them.
All right, should I do one roll for the rest of the books?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
I was
No,
just
no,
gonna
no,
go
no,
with
no,
your,
no, no,
your
no.
first roll for all of them.
Guys, I got a crit 20.
Yeah.
You have read these books in their entirety. You didn't learn much from the books about, like, you maybe learned just a little bit about Hanail and some of their customs, some of their mummification rites, and but mostly it was a long Indiana Jones type rant about his many adventures and how great he is. And as you go on in order, with the older the books get, the more desperate in a way they kind of sound.
Ooh. Okay, Spad's gonna walk out from the gift shop and give one final wink to Nestariel.
So, when there is it ready to drink now or what? How long does this process take?
Well, you see, because I don't know if you know this, I'm a warlock, so I can speed up the process if you wanna,
That's really neat.
I know, right? It's so cool. This is why this is performance.
Oh,
This
okay.
is art.
Spad waddles back to the group and relays what he learned.
Okay.
Do you think we should check out one of the other rooms in the museum or something? Or
Yeah, while you're talking kind of amongst yourself, Priscilla says, "Oh, by the way, every once in a while I kind of borrow keys from
Go on.
from Mr. Lambchop. So if you want, we can just kind of I got his keys this morning since his office was open. We could just kind of go. I'm more than happy to show you the rest of the museum if that would help you guys."
I think that would. Are you guys down for that?
Sure.
Priscilla,
Yeah.
we would be honored if you were to join this investigation.
You're a detective now.
Oh, that's really cool. Do I get a badge?
Honorary
you might-
detective.
In fact, you might say that you are now a true detective.
Okay, look.
Nestariel's just gonna.
Do I get a badge or anything? or-
Nestariel's gonna nudge.
You
him
get a
like-
gun. You can shoot people.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, wow.
What is a gun?
It's like a car.
Can you say it, please?
Okay. What's a car?
Bring it back. All right.
Yeah, da 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 da.
So yeah, Priscilla's pretty much opened up the rest of the museum to you guys. If you want to take her along.
I say we keep her with us, guys. I don't know about you, but I want her in our group.
She,
That's fine with me.
She's already there,
There's
yeah.
another girl. I'm excited.
Is there anywhere that she has access to that we previously would not have any access to?
Oh yeah, we. This is Priscilla. Sorry. Yeah. See, normally we keep the theater and the planetarium locked. It's just an extra precaution because we only leave those open when we have tour groups and things.
Right.
Also, I could probably show you towards the offices if you want to look over there.
Oh yes, that would be nice too. Where do you guys want to go?
Yeah, really. Where do we want to go?
Everywhere.
Do we want to do theater or Planet? I feel like we should go to the offices last.
I was gonna say go to the offices first. Get it out of the way.
Ooh, maybe that's a good. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Do you think maybe that there's going to be some dramatic build-up to where if we go to the office, and then we'll find the thing we were looking for this whole time there?
Yeah,
or,
that's kind of why I want to go
Or
first.
or we'll get caught by the professor or whoever at the
Okay,
at
back
the
up.
wrong
Think about this. If we get caught by the professor, just let me talk to him again.
That's true.
Alright.
That's true.
I also
whatever you guys want then.
I think we should go to the other exhibits first, or the other rooms, strictly so that when we confront Digley, like we have grounds for our confrontation.
Oh, that's good.
Side
And when
note,
we
I also have pretty high intimidation, but maybe not as high as you. Continue. It's a charisma.
I
It's a
like to
charisma.
think. Okay, wait. I want to solve this right now. Dan, what is your intimidation?
What's your modifier?
Not great.
Really?
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
Oh, that would make
I-
sense. Charisma.
Mine is way less than that. I think, though, and I was going to actually talk to Zach about this off camera, but since we should really wrap up here, that was a great time to bring it up. Zach, is there a way I could get, like, advantage on my intimidation since I'm a fucking dragon?
Like
Instead of just a regular
probably,
dragon, he's a fucking dragon.
probably if you like do a feat of strength or something to show that you
Do
mean
a feat of
business.
strength.
Oh,
What is
okay.
this? Festivus? Is he
Don't
going
worry.
to wrestle somebody?
I might. You don't know. Okay, good to know. I will keep that in mind. My modifier is a 1.
But yeah, it's
Um,
really more of a case by case.
My intimidation's a 5.
Cool.
So
Yeah, because that has something to do with charisma
it does.
instead
It
of.
has everything to do
Yeah.
with charisma. I love charisma.
Mine is 0, so I'm gonna leave intimidation to you guys.
Can we talk about how I'm probably stature-wise, I'm the tiny little woman that does intimidation?
That's scary. No, that's terrifying.
Good.
Yeah, that's real scary.
Good. I want to the fear of Lotus in everyone's soul.
So, before we wrap, because we do need to wrap, where are we going to go next, guys?
I say offices.
It sounds like we wanted. I got from Dan that we wanted to do a confrontation in the offices at the very
At the
end.
end.
It sounds like you want to do a confrontation right now. Cory, tiebreaker. Do we confront now or later?
What were you thinking of doing?
Hold on, let me inform you first.
Yeah.
Here, as your DM, let me tell you what the universe is like. Zach, what is the barometric pressure outside this museum?
20. I don't know.
You should have just picked a number. Jeez.
Just say hella tight. Yeah, just say
Hella tight. What is the barometric pressure outside this museum? Hella tight. You're watching the Weather Channel.
No, from where you're standing, the offices are kind of they're elevated, so you can see them, and they have like glass windows and everything, and you can see
Okay.
that even though Professor Digsley did go towards his office, it no longer appears as though he is in them right now.
Told you.
Ooh.
Told you. We need to
So
go find.
just-
We need to go
yeah.
around.
Then I guess if that's the opportune time to go.
So, theater or
It sounds like Cory's vote is to go, and
Yeah.
according to
Planetarium,
democracy,
offices, and theater.
yeah, according to democracy, we have 2 votes to offices, 1 vote to anywhere else. Dan, and that's
What
it sounds
were
like.
you thinking, Logan?
I was thinking about going to the offices. I mean, I think that's like
all right. That's
a
fine.
Good plan.
No. That's fine, guys.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to the offices. Let's go meet Michael
Yay.
Scott in the offices.
solution to all of life's problems.
You sure said it, Homer. And it's good to know that in these troublesome times, we got that alcohol, that fine magical elixir to get us through the day. We hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening to another fine episode of RPGeniuses. Let's give it a round of applause for our cast members. Didn't they do a great job today, folks? Didn't they do a great job today? Well, hope they helped you get through your rat race of a commute in this boring snorefest we call the rat race. So let's see what we got here today. We're going to show you all them good old-fashioned social medias, get you on them internets, and talking to your favorite RP geniuses all throughout the week. So let's start off with Kristen. Choose Kiki the Girl on Twitter and Instagram. That's KII the Girl on Twitter and Instagram.com. And then also she's got Snapchats and Tumblrs. You can find her at Kiki the Girl. That's KI the Girl on Snapchat and Tumblr. Everyone's favorite social medias. And then also on Facebook, she's Kiki the Girl Cosplay, KIKI the Girl Cosplay. New cosplay Instagram as well. It's where you can find her and see what she's got going on in the world of wearing them fancy costumes at comic conventions. Yeah. Check her out. She's got some good ones on there, folks. Also, let's give it up for our boy Zach, the invading duck. That guy sure knows how to control the universe, am I right? So that's right, you can find him on Twitter at invadingduck. And then let's give it up for our boy, you know him, you love him, Cory is at Coffee or Die on Twitter and Instagram. Let's give it up for him. Yeah. Isn't he great, folks? Gotta love that Cory, Coffee or Die. Isn't he a gem? You can also see his work on don'tfeedthegamers.com where he writes about video games. And then also check out his other stuff he's got going on. But really, that's mostly just the video game writing and Twitter and Instagram. That's all that matters for him. Logan, who is at LLFC Poster Child. Oh, come on, now give him a chance. Find him at on Twitter and Instagram at llfcposterchild.com. You can check out his funny tweets there and see his posts of him drinking coffee in the morning. Good old Dan. Oh, we'll give him that. He's on Snapchat at DTFlynn. That's DTFLYNN. I notice he's got DTF in there in the middle of his name. Wonder if that means anything. Maybe not. On Twitter, he's on at FlynnWriter 1993. That's FLYNNRIDER 1993. And then on Instagram, he's DanTM 1993. And on Twitch, he's starting up his stuff on Twitch now at Philosophy Kid Gaming. So find him on there. He's really pulling up on there, folks. You're gonna really love the crap out of him. He's gonna be just so great. He's gonna do all the good video games, and it's just gonna be a fun thing to watch. And can't wait to see that car drive away from the station. Also, thank you again to Isaac Dillman for writing the music on this show. Let's give it up for him, folks. Isn't he great? Isn't he such a good man? He made that music that sounds like Smash Mouth, but isn't. And it definitely won't get us sued for it being sounding similar. But, man, is that a fine tune to listen to. If you make fan art, there is a 100% chance that it'll end up on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. So if you have fan art, go ahead and share it with us. We'll be sure to share it for you. And show it off. On that note, Kristen has a lot of friends who are going to draw Nestariel, so you should totally draw Steve just to make up for the offset. I mean, he's a dragon in armor after all. Isn't that pretty cool? Share RPGeniuses, hashtag RPGeniuses, for a chance to be an NPC in the show. Starting with our next campaign after this one that we're doing right now in the museum. After that, there's a good chance you'll be an NPC in the show. So share with your friends and use the hashtag RPGeniuses, and you never know, we could make you a giant or an elf, or even send you cookies if you want. Oh. And I think that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to this episode. We have been enjoying making them for you, and we hope to continue doing so into the future. Until then, folks, until we see you next time, stay tuned for more RPGeniuses adventures and more RPGeniuses fun. See ya.